Hey everybody, I'm William.
I'm Kina.
And we are the Nerdy Weds. And today we are going to be looking at a movie poster scratch-off thing for 100 cult movies you must watch.
So what we're going to do, we're going to completely scratch off the ones that we both have seen before, and we're not going to watch those, but we are going to watch any of those that one of us hasn't seen before. So if either of us or neither of us haven't seen it, we're going to watch it.
We're going to rewatch it, and we're going to tell you guys about it. We're going to do this video where we scratch them off and kind of talk about it a little bit. We got this poster from our friend Mo.
Thank you, Mo.
Thank you, Mo. It's been a couple of years. She gave it to us when we first started the channel. It's kind of an idea for us to get content, and it is a great idea. Just we never had a chance to really implement it until now. So
let's do it.
Let's go.
So
first movie is The Big Lebowski. I've seen it.
So since you've seen it, I'm just going to scratch off the bottom for you. I have not seen it, so we've got to watch it.
Got the
With
dude.
The dude. I know it,
Easy
but
Rider?
I haven't seen it. Easy Rider?
I've heard of it. I might have watched it as a kid, but
Same.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, so I'm not even going to scratch it off at all. This one I haven't even heard of.
What the hell is that? Quadrophenia?
Yeah, that's going to stay not scratched because we don't know it. Clockwork Orange, I watched it as an adult.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Obviously not as a kid, because if anybody's seen it, you know how
I saw it as a kid.
Messed up that movie is. Did your parents know you watched it?
I don't think I've ever watched it as an adult.
I watched it as an adult because going to horror conventions, that's one people cosplay a lot and talk about a lot. And I was like, I gotta watch this movie. And when I did, I was like, I wish I didn't watch this movie. It was good, but it was messed up. This next one, I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either. With Thale and I?
Yeah, don't know it. So we gotta watch it.
With Nail and I. With Nail and I.
So they'll hear more about it when we watch it. Blade Runner
classic.
You've seen it. I've never seen it. And I've, of course, have heard of it because it's a classic. Everyone talks about it. So I'm looking forward to seeing it because I haven't watched the remake since I never watched the original. I didn't want to watch the remake. So we got to watch that. That's cool. What's the next one?
Deliverance.
Another one that I grew up hearing about so much and never watched and kind of didn't want to watch because some of the stuff I heard about and I was like, I can do without it's like I can do without seeing that, but guess I'm gonna watch it.
You're gonna have to watch it. So go ahead and
I don't scratch it off.
Don't scratch it off.
Yeah, if it's not scratched off, that means that. Oh, but did you see it?
I believe I have, but
if you're not sure, we don't scratch it off.
Flash Gordon.
You've seen that. You've told me about it. I've
seen it,
but I haven't. We've got to watch it, but. You've seen it, but you don't remember it, do you?
I don't.
Okay, because the way you were just talking, I was like, he doesn't remember it. The Terminator. Of course,
I'll be back.
That. I've seen that a million times. What about you?
Oh, yeah.
So we don't have to watch that one again, but I may do it anyway because I like it.
I mean, of course.
You know what I haven't seen, though? The very latest one, the very last
I haven't either. I haven't seen it.
So we will watch that one.
The Goonies.
Talk about it, babe, because you know that's one of your favorites.
That's one of my childhood favorites. I still love it to this day.
They're talking about doing a remake of that one as well with the original cast.
It's the parents.
Is that what they said? They're going to.
That's what I would assume. If they're going to do it with the original cast, it would have to be them as parents and their kids take up the mantle as the Goonies. That would be freaking awesome.
That would. Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors.
You've seen it
yes,
too, right?
I've seen
I just start scratching.
Feed me, Seymour,
I just
feed
assume
me.
I was like, because you are always saying that. So I was like, of course he's seen it. And I know I've seen it. Great movie.
Great movie.
Great music.
Anything with
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis and Steve Martin. I mean, you put those two together.
Fight Club.
We've
both seen it. Interesting thing about Fight Club is I didn't see it until
The interesting thing about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
That is true. So I guess I won't say what I was going to say.
No, go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
I was going to say that I had never seen Fight Club until a few years ago. It's probably been longer than that now because time just flies by. But everybody was always talking about it, and it's got one of my favorite actors in it.
Edward Norton, right?
Yeah, Edward Norton. but it also had Brad Pitt in it. And at the time, I thought Brad Pitt was so overrated, and I didn't want to watch anything with him in it. And then I watched, and I was like, no wonder everyone's always talking about this movie. It's freaking good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that.
We just got done watching Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. That was really good.
I
That was
like
a fun
him
movie.
more now. The older he gets, I have to say I was very judgmental of Brad Pitt. I was like, he's just a pretty boy. So
Napoleon Dynamite. Have not seen it.
I didn't know you didn't see it.
I have not seen it.
This movie is quoted so much. People are always doing that dance, and I've seen so many clips of it and never seen the movie.
Nope, neither have I.
Oh wow, I thought you'd seen it. Wicker Man. I don't know.
I know
if I've
a
seen
scene from the movie, The Bees. No, The Bees. I heard it's one of the worst movies that's ever been done.
No, that's The Room.
No, that is not The Room.
That's The Room.
I heard it's on the verge of being good that it's so bad, but it's what's his name? Nicolas Cage. Excited for this series too, to see a series starring Samuel L. Jackson reprising his role as Nick Cage.
Nick Cage?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess we're watching it. Guess we'll find out for ourselves.
Train Spotting.
That is one I have not seen it, but when it came out, it was like one of those movies that got a lot of buzz for Oscars and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't have any idea what it's about.
It's about people spotting trains, of course.
Okay, if you say so. you say anything with confidence, people believe you, but you're often very full of it.
The Deer Hunter.
Never even heard of it.
No.
You?
No. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Well, at least
I've been a deer hunter.
You're one step above me because I haven't even heard of it. Now I
Big
have heard
Trouble
of
in Little China.
I have heard of that one, but haven't seen it. You?
I've seen it.
Okay.
You haven't seen Big Trouble in Little China? Oh my gosh.
Never had any interest.
You're in for an interesting time with that one. It's
that
fun.
doesn't bode very
It's fun.
well.
No, it's a fun movie.
I like the name Duel,
Duel.
but haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it.
Okay, and
Tron. Classic.
We've seen that.
I've seen it.
Wasn't that just remade?
It was. It was just remade. In fact, with one of the original actors, at least one of the original actors.
Kurt Russell? Or no, what's
No,
his name? McQuaid. Dang it. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, yeah.
But
You were on the verge of saying his name, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't see the original, so I'm not scratching. I'll just scratch off the bottom half for you.
Okay.
That means you've seen it, but I didn't see the original. I love the remake though; it was really good. I used to say I was going to do a cosplay from it, but never did it. Mad Max, classic, man, very classic.
It's interesting the change that they did between the movies. You know, Mad Max and then the sequels.
Yeah.
Almost completely different genres. The first Mad Max was a revenge horror film.
I like them both, but I have to say I did like the sequels better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sequels had more going for them.
And the remake that they did was
I want the car.
Good. Furiosa Fury Road. It was good, but a lot of people didn't like it. And I think because of the way they built it, the way they presented it.
They presented it as a Mad Max movie, but it was really a Furiosa movie.
Exactly. And if they would have just been
I'm not mad at the character. I love the Furiosa character. And I would like to have seen the actor, Tom Hardy, actually do something with Mad Max, but it just wasn't to be.
So, Dirty Harry, I watched that. Did you?
Oh, yeah. Classic Eastwood. This 44 Magnum. You feel lucky. Well, do you, punk?
Alien. We watched it.
It was one of my favorite movie series, you know, Alien and Aliens, to be specific. I even like the third one. Raising Arizona.
Raising Arizona was one of my favorites.
Never seen it.
Never seen it, so I'll just scratch off the top.
Whoa, it's the first time a top's been scratched.
It is. A lot of these cult classics, you've seen them. But I finally got one. Great movie. You're going to enjoy it. That's Nicolas Cage as well.
Yeah, I heard it's one of his better movies, though.
It is. It's really good. Reservoir Dogs.
I have seen it. It's great.
I think I've seen it, but because I don't remember, I'm going to just scratch off the bottom for you, and we're gonna watch it. But I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
I have no problem watching that movie again.
Okay.
There's a couple of these where I'm like, I really don't want to watch it again, but
The Warriors was one of my favorite growing up, simply because Warriors come out and play. That line lived in my head rent free for my entire childhood, and I was
And-
okay with that.
I've seen it because you had me watch it.
Exactly. What'd you think about it?
I thought it was good. It was an interesting take on like a kind of not really sure how to position
gang
that. It was a
culture.
gang culture movie. It was good. I enjoyed it.
It was good. I really liked it, and there's a couple scenes, images, and lines that are what really make this a cult classic. And for what it was, and for the time that it was a good little movie. So let's see. Tremors, of
Classic.
course, yeah. Surprised you're not saying more about that one, because that was
That
one
was
that
a
you really
fun
enjoyed.
movie. I'm just trying to remember. I know that the father from Family Ties, Reba McEntire. See, for somebody who's terrible with names, I remember all these people's names. Kevin Bacon.
Well, that's saying a lot for that movie, because you are terrible, just terrible
Terrible.
with names. And the fact that you got it for that movie just means that it made an impact on you. Now, Crow, I feel like I should know this, but I don't.
I do, and I've seen it. So
But
give it a bottom scratch. Scratch its bottom, baby.
Yeah. Okay, The Fifth Element. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Definitely a cult classic.
It was the only part of that movie I didn't like was what's his name? Ruby Ray was his character's name, right?
You had a problem with Ruby?
I
Ruby
couldn't
Rod? I think
stand
it was
Ruby Rod. Yeah, Ruby Rod. I couldn't stand him.
Oh, you are such a hater.
I am. It just his voice was grating on my head. I just
Oh, leave Chris Tucker alone.
12 Monkeys. It's where I really started liking Brad Pitt because he plays
did
a
well,
lunatic
yeah.
so well.
He did do well in that movie, and that was a really poignant movie. And American Psycho is another one.
I've never seen it.
Oh, scratch off for me, and then I'll shut up. And
I know
see
who
what
it
you
was.
think.
Christian Bale, right? American Psycho.
Yeah, I believe so.
That famous scene of him dancing, putting on the stuff.
Apocalypse Now. What was that?
A classic movie. It's the one.
I might have seen it.
It Martin Sheen. Vietnam.
That's what that one is?
Yeah,
Then I've seen it.
with what's his name from the Godfather? The one with the Brandau.
God,
Marlon
Brando?
Yeah, Marlon Brando. Yeah, he was in it.
Apocalypse Now?
Yeah.
You sure?
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Yeah, that's Apocalypse
You
Now.
sure?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm sure.
All right.
It is a classic.
Well,
I'm sure.
I've seen it, if that is the one. I just thought that was not the name of that
Yeah,
one.
it's Apocalypse Now. It's it's a Vietnam movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Was Scorsese? Who was it that directed that?
That was Apocalypse Now.
That was Apocalypse Now. Hold on. No, never mind. I can't.
Oh,
Where's
you
your
can't. My
phone?
phone's over there. But I'm like, okay, because if that's the same movie, then I've seen it. But for some reason, I didn't think that was Apocalypse Now.
So, I know you all are screaming at us right now about this, but she can learn.
Oh, wow. They can scream all they want to.
Let's see. Here, get on Google with your phone.
You're right. He's like, obviously, I know I'm right.
I know
But
I'm right. It's a freaking classic.
I feel like I need to watch it.
You know what? I don't have a problem watching Apocalypse Now again.
I've seen it, like all those images you're talking about. I'm like, okay, I remember it, but I'm putting it to a different movie. But it is what you say it is. But I want to watch it again.
All right.
Let's
Naked
see.
Lunch.
I've never heard of that one. It sounds
Is that
like
part
you
of the
haven't
Naked
either.
Gun series? I'm not sure.
Even if it is, we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Lost in Translation. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember it. It was really big and got a lot of Oscar buzz and all of that good stuff.
I don't know it by its name.
But I'm going to leave it so we can watch it.
Kill Bill. It's a
Kill
classic. Classic Tarantino.
Classic. And we've got Donnie Darko. I saw it and I did not like it. Oh, never mind. It just wasn't my cup of tea, but you probably like it. Hell, you like
I've heard a lot about it.
You like The Room, so you'll probably like Donnie Darko. I mean, this is it's much better than The Room. The
Blues Brothers. It's a freaking classic.
I laughed.
So many. I'm going to say, I think the phrase of this whole thing is, that's a classic.
Yeah, and that's why it's called, well, actually it's called cult movies.
Cult movies, yeah.
Yeah, I need to
Well, there's some more contemporary movies on here, and there's obviously some older movies on here, so it's a good mix. It's a good mix.
It's a good, it ain't a good mix, because I'm looking at this and I don't see no black movies, and I'm going to give it a chance because we're not to the bottom of the list, but a quick skim, it ain't a good mix. Okay,
Bubba Hotep. I don't know what that movie is.
I don't either. And nobody better not be in the comments saying, there's your black movie, and you don't even know it.
No, not with a name like Bubba. Dune. I've seen Dune.
I saw Dune. Remember you had
We started watching it, and then we had to go someplace. We didn't even get halfway through it.
Damn it. So now I got to finish it. I felt like I got halfway through
I rented it, and then we never watched it.
I feel like I finished it. Damn it.
No.
You just want to make me sit through that movie again. I wasn't feeling it.
You didn't watch it. You didn't sit through it the first time. We didn't even watch the remake either.
Because I wanted to watch the original.
I know.
You know me. I don't like to watch remakes if I haven't watched the original.
Being John Malkovich. We watched that together.
That's a good one. I like John Malkovich. And then, y'all get the gist. Yeah, I've seen this one. I've seen all of them. Have you seen all of them?
Yeah.
I mean,
that one didn't want to scratch.
Neither one of them wanted to scratch. There, let me put some oomph in it. That's actually pretty. I'm going to scratch all of these off later, off camera, but I don't want to take too much time scratching. But the images that they use go with the movie. And some of them have some pretty cool images.
Mars Attacks.
Yeah, but do you remember it?
I do, and it's the first movie I ever watched drunk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta watch it drunk.
We gotta watch it drunk? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna scratch off the bottom for you. And I've seen, I
was in the barracks.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it in the middle, which means we both have watched it, but we don't remember all of it, so we're watching it again. So that's what scratch in the middle means.
You made a penis.
I did. Fitting. Very fitting. Okay, so you were saying about it was in the barracks. So you watched
in the barracks. My roommate got some Southern Comfort. We were broke. We had no mixer. And we sat and drank a bottle of Southern Comfort straight.
Wow.
And we put on that movie, and I was drunk off my ass watching Mars Attacks.
I watched it as a kid, but I don't, and which is why I don't remember it. I remember watching it, but I don't remember the
You didn't watch it as a kid because it came out when we were in the Army.
What was it about again? Mars being attacked?
It's about the Martians coming to Earth and killing all these people, and they had like Jack Nicholson was the president.
I watched this.
You've seen this movie?
I was probably there with you drinking this.
You probably
were. I'm scratching this all the way up. I don't want to watch it again because
it's a good movie. It had the little aliens, their cute little faces.
Yeah, I'm scratching that whole thing off.
Hey, what's his name from the Rocky movies?
Tim. From the Rocky movies.
From the Rocky, he played Creed.
Oh, okay.
The guy who played Creed in Rocky was like this dude in Las Vegas dressed as like the Pharaoh, kind of. Okay. I don't know. It was weird.
All right, there. We've seen Requiem for a Dream.
Yep. It's a strange movie. Great lesbian scene though.
I'm surprised you didn't say you didn't remember.
No, it wasn't a great movie.
So you could watch it again.
No, it was. I didn't care for it.
And The Wanderers. I don't
have no
remember
idea.
that or even know what it's about. The Wall. I've seen it. I don't want to watch it. No, I'm kidding about seeing it. I haven't seen it.
Rollerball. I've seen Rollerball. It's the like it was this goofy, like futuristic, like death battle on rollerblade kind of thing, roller skates. It was basically like rollerball, like a lot of people
When did
play.
you see it? Did you see it with
I
me?
was back in the late '90s, I think.
Then I probably saw it with you.
It could have been a movie we saw together. I remember it. I don't remember anything from it other than the fact that it was some guys doing like a death match playing rollerball.
I'm like, if we watch it and we're like, okay, I start to remember that I've seen it, then I'm gonna just scratch off the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna suffer through the whole thing. But right now, I have to put just you, because you say you've seen it. True Romance, we've seen that, right?
Yes.
That was a good one. That's with what's his name and what's her name?
Oh yeah, both of them. It's with both of those people. Arnold Schwarzenegger
and Jamie Lee Curtis. That's a great movie. And then Leon the Professional, we've seen that.
Oh yes, The Professional.
Also a great movie, but when you think about
Don't think about it.
Yeah.
You don't think about that part.
Thank goodness I didn't know that when I watched the movie, so I could enjoy what was presented to me and not
the more
backstory.
problematic
backstory of the movie.
The Predator. Scratch the hell out of that one.
Predator and Alien, your favorite.
Predator and Alien. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Ecuador. Excalibur.
Yes, great movie,
classic. I had to put my glasses back down. Excalibur.
Yep. Classic movie.
Karate Kid, classic. Battle Royale sounds like something I've seen, but I don't remember.
No, I've seen Battle Royale, but you have not.
What's it about?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is the Asian, I want to say Korean movie that Hunger Games was based on loosely.
Oh, okay.
It is
Hunger Games, the book was based off of a Korean movie because Hunger Games come from a book. So did she?
Well, she must have. I mean, it's almost the same. It's a bunch of kids put out to go out and.
Okay, that's got my curiosity. I'm gonna have to look into that because I like.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's that movie.
Okay, so you say you've seen it?
Oh yeah, see, a little Asian kid. So yeah.
So Sex, Lies, and Videotape. I've seen that. Have you seen it?
I believe I have. I don't remember anything about it.
So
I really don't.
We don't get to scratch you off.
Damn it.
Because you don't just say you don't remember. How can you?
I guarantee if I saw like a picture or anything about the movie, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I've seen that.
Okay, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Seen it.
You've seen it? Full Metal Jacket.
Of course.
So what's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas about, if you've seen it?
It is about the reporter, Johnny Depp.
Okay. And you got a good memory. Natural Born Killers, that's a good movie. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh.
From barely from the time period these movies came from, I have a really good memory.
Oh. Life of Brian, have you seen it?
Always look on the bright side of life.
Yeah, I've seen it. I want to watch Monty the Python.
Oh, I should have pretended not to see it.
Kids, you have not seen that one.
I have not seen it. It's not a movie I was ever interested in ever seeing.
Same, but now you got to watch it. Look at all the ones I've got to watch. So you don't have that many that...
Escape from New York?
Oh, one of my favorites growing up.
You've seen Escape from New York, but you haven't seen Big Trouble in Little China.
Escape from New York.
Of course I have.
Okay. Yeah, well, Escape from New York has Kurt Russell.
So does Big Trouble in Little China.
I know. Right as I was saying, I was like, don't say that, girl. He in that one too. But it had already left my mouth.
I think it's even the same, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the same character.
I think it is.
Snake Plissken.
But Escape from New York, and what's the other escape one?
Escape from LA.
Yeah, so I've seen both of those, but not that.
Hard Candy. Can't say I've ever heard of it. I probably have heard of it, but the name isn't.
The Last Starfighter. That sounds
Oh
familiar.
yes, that's
I've
oh
seen
yeah,
it too.
it's one of my favorites. In fact, it's one of my regrets from our first convention we ever went to. The main actor from The Last Starfighter was at Spooky, and I never went up and got his
And now
autograph,
they're
and I
dead.
haven't seen him ever
Oh,
since.
probably did.
Maybe.
Enter the Dragon.
Of course, Bruce
Yeah.
Lee.
They don't even have The Last Dragon on here. That's some bullshit.
That is some bullshit, actually. Because how are you going to make some of these movies cult classics and not have like actual cult classics? Like some of these are like very mainstream.
Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. What you think?
It sounds fun. I can't recall ever seeing it.
The Wolf of Wall Street. I've seen it. Have you? No,
have not.
you have not. Ooh, finally one. Another one for me.
Yeah, right underneath kids. I'd rather watch Wolf of Wall Street though.
It was all right. Wolf of Wall Street was actually okay.
Heard Margot Robbie is really good in it.
Stand By Me, of course, we both
course.
have.
Classic.
And
The
The
shirt,
Usual
the shirt.
Suspects, of course. Usual Suspects, that was a good movie. I can watch that once every year. Like you do with your Lord of the Rings. I can do that with Usual
Well, that's
Suspects.
not the shirt. It's the
It's
train
the rail-
tracks.
yeah, the railroad.
Railroad tracks. Railroad
Okay,
bridge.
Army of Darkness, of course.
Of course.
One of the, you're not into horror movies, but you love that whole series, so that's good. Now this
I'm
one,
ashamed to say, haven't seen THX.
I haven't seen it either.
It is George Lucas's first film,
Oh, okay.
and it's also where the company THX got its name.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll have to see how
it's a
how it
dystopian
is.
movie.
Oh,
I
I will
understand.
probably like it then. The Crying Game, I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but barely remember it, even though it's one that so many people talk about. But we'll be watching it, so I can erase her head. No for me.
It's no for
Sounds
me,
like something you would
but-
have watched.
it's the one teacher from My Hero Academia,
Oh, cool.
Eraserhead.
Oh yeah.
I know that's not what the movie's about,
but it's cool.
it's cool.
Drive, most boring movie ever. Like, how
Why
are you gonna
is that
call
on this
yourself
list?
Drive, and it's like Drive in slow motion?
It
Remember
was
that
the
horrible
dullest.
movie?
Yes, I wish I could forget this horrible
I'm
movie.
glad we don't have to watch it though. Again,
too.
Breakfast Club. Now that's a classic. Right next to your one of my faves. Right next to one of your faves, Clerks.
Clerks, yes.
And I only saw Clerks because of you, but I saw it. So let's scratch it off. Hairspray. Have you seen it? Because I
I
have.
have not.
Ha ha ha! You gonna have to watch a musical.
I don't mind musicals.
I know some of your favorite Rock of Ages is a musical.
Yeah. Pulp
Pulp
Fiction.
Fiction, another good
That
Tarantino
I think is
movie.
the best Tarantino movie.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Even
so.
better than what's the one with Salma Hayek and George Clooney?
Oh, yeah, Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
like it better than
I-
Dustin? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's even better than that.
Lost Boys, classic. Some of these should be just classics. And Lost Boys is one of those.
Yes. Oh,
now
they
I
put
got
the
the
rice
song
on
in my
there. That's
head.
no, that's the noodles in it when it turns to worms. He's trying to eat and then the rice turns to
Brazil,
maggots.
I have not heard of it. Barton Fink, haven't heard of
No.
it. Barbella, I watched but don't remember. So
Barbarella.
Barbarella, you know what the heck I meant.
I don't know that movie.
Well, you haven't seen it, so I'm gonna scratch for me. I have seen it, and we'll be watching it again with you.
I
Spinal
have
Tap.
not
This is
watched
Spinal
This is
Tap.
Spinal Tap. I know there's some famous scenes from it, like when they have 11 on their amps, and they're like, "Why don't you just have it as 10?" He goes, "But this goes to 11."
Well, we'll
We got to
get
watch it.
We'll get to see
Boogie
some more of
Nights.
those.
I know
Yep,
we've seen
it.
that.
Okay. Repo Man, didn't we watch it because it
No.
was...
Have not watched Repo Man.
I watched it because we watched it because it kept getting
confused
with Repo the Genetic Opera. So I watched it because of that. And it's actually a good movie. It's just not anywhere near as good as...
now, is Repo Man... Is that... I'm thinking that's... I don't know. That could be the... No, never mind. I'm thinking of a different movie. Yeah, I think you're right. I haven't watched it, but yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was working through my head trying to figure out where I was going with that, and it derailed.
I watched Old Boy. I don't remember. I don't think you watched it with me.
I have no idea what movie that is.
It's a good movie. I don't know if you will like it, but I think you will. We'll see. Of course.
Day Off, yeah.
Endless Summer. I've never watched that. I don't even know what it is.
I don't know either. We're getting to the end of the list.
The Room of I sat through this torturous bull crap because of William, and I refuse to sit through it again.
You're killing me, Kina. You're killing me.
I don't even want to hear any quotes from it. Horrible movie. Horrible.
It was a phenomenal movie.
Goodfellas. I kind of want to.
You want to lie and say you haven't seen it?
Yeah. I kind of do.
I'm
gonna do through the middle. No, but remember, if we have seen it but don't remember it, we just scratch through the middle and we get to watch it again.
Okay, I hate mob movies. So
oh, yeah. We saw Royal Tenenbaums. That was a funny movie, good to watch one time, but not worth watching again. And it's like you watched it? Did you watch it? Yeah. It just little family. This crazy family.
Sounds familiar.
Nutty family.
Starship Troopers. Yeah, seen it. I've even read the book. Man Bites Dog.
I have no idea what that is.
No idea.
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Obviously.
Come on.
Obviously. All right. Scarface, of course. Taxi Driver, yeah. Did you watch this?
Yeah, I've seen all these.
Monty Python.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. You've seen it because you made me sit through that crap. Ooh, people gonna come after me because it is a cult. Yep. All the Monty Python movies are cult classics. People love them, except for me.
Videodrome? I don't know it. RoboCop? Hell yeah.
And then Dazed and Confused. Did you watch it?
Dazed and Confused. It's a good movie. All right.
I don't know nothing about Grand Budapest Hotel. Did not watch that. Hard Boiled. Nope.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oops. Godfather. I want to watch Godfather again with you.
Scratch the bottom off the Godfather.
Huh? You haven't seen it?
I have.
But no, I'm scratching the middle. I've seen it too, but I have not seen it with you. You don't like Godfather?
Oh, I hate that movie.
Why? Godfather and what's the other one I put down the middle? Goodfellas. I want to watch it with you. Isn't it funny that I don't want to watch Scarface with you? But I want to watch Goodfellas and Godfather with you? Okay.
Say hello to my little friend.
See, I don't want to watch it with you. You're going to ruin it for me. So those are the 100 movies. I have nothing to add because we're going to watch the ones that are not scratched off. We got to
come up. We got to put a count up, you know.
Oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited for most of it, just not all.
Yeah. I'm certainly not excited for the ones you put the middle on.
But don't you want to watch it with me?
Sure, babe. I want to watch them with you.
Popcorn, and you might enjoy them when you watch it with me.
Okay.
You're like, no, I won't. But we'll see. So
one thing, Eliason was always playing The Godfather when we were on deployment. When we went to Hungary.
Oh.
Always had The Godfather or The Goodfellas. He was just nutso for.
Too bad you didn't lie with some of those Monty Python movies and be like, I don't really remember it, and then we could have watched it, but.
Especially Life of Brian.
It would have been hard for you to lie because all you do is walk around
so excited.
quoting them. You walk around quoting the freaking movies.
You know what would have been funny if we were to watch The Life of Brian, because the song I'm always singing is at the end of the movie. So you would have no idea until the end of the movie, and you'd be like, you made me sit through this?
William,
you know this movie.
I would have an idea because you have already made me sit through that, as well as Monty Python, The Holy Grail, because they're classics.
They are.
They're hilarious.
They are.
And I watched it and didn't think they were hilarious.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm kind of upset here. I don't know what they would put, but I didn't figure they'd put the six-fingered man's hand for the
wow.
Princess Bride. I understand, with Inigo Montoya, he was looking for the six-fingered man, but
What would you have put?
maybe his mask, the wedding dress. I don't know.
Why 16 Candles on
Physic.
here? They got
Physic.
Breakfast Club on
God
here.
damn it.
It should have been a whole row with just John Hughes movies. It's like Uncle Buck, 16 Candles. They got Breakfast Club on here. Some Kind of Wonderful, Weird Science. I mean, it just should have been a whole row of John Hughes. I'm making my own cult classic music.
If I was making a cult classic,
movies,
if I was making a cult classic, there are a few on here that I would not have included on cult classic because they're just like way too mainstream to be cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think the movies are pretty good for the list.
I think if so many years go by and people
I don't know if
still...
you've seen Excalibur.
I've seen Excalibur. Oh, you want to watch it again? You should have been like, I don't remember it. But again, I would have called BS on you because Excalibur actually is a good movie. I wouldn't mind watching again with you. Once we get through, this is what we should do. Once we've gotten through the list,
We'll pick a few that we want to rewatch. Because there are a lot of these movies like Excalibur that I've watched, but it's been so long that watching them again wouldn't be bad at all. I think we are done with this video.
Yeah, we're done with this. This was fun, and I'm looking forward to watching some of these movies with you because this will get us back into watching some stuff because we've really gotten into just watching YouTube.
Yeah,
it'd be nice to watch some movies together, especially some cult classics.
All right, that's all I got for this video.
Me too.
So everybody make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Which of these movies is your favorite movie on this list? We went through the entire thing. That's 100 movies. Which one is your favorite? Out of these, I think Goonies is up there on the top, but Princess Bride, and there's so many just phenomenal movies. Alien, yeah. So let us know.
Stay nerdy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.